Great job! Click on the next activity.
Interview with Grandpop. Interview with Grandpop. My Grandpop is the best. He's fun and interesting, and he tells great stories. I know a lot about my Grandpop. I know that he was born 75 years ago in the United States of America. I also know that his parents, my great-grandparents, were born in the country of Italy. That means Grandpop is Italian-American. But there were things about Grandpop I didn't know. So when my teacher asked each of us to find out more about someone in our family, I knew right away that I would pick Grandpop. When you ask someone questions to learn more about his or her life, or to find out what that person thinks about something, it's called an interview. You can write down the person's answers, or you can record the interview so that you can listen to it later. Grandpop, when did you meet Grandma?
I met your grandmother when I was 22 years old. We were at an Italian-American festival, enjoying music, food, and games from our culture. I was playing a game called bocce. Bocce is an Italian game played with small balls on a flat area called a court. I saw your grandmother watching the game and said, "Hello." Then we had some Italian ice cream called gelato. We talked and talked for hours.
When did you and Grandma get married?
We were married when we were 24 years old. Your grandmother was beautiful. During the wedding party, some of our guests made little speeches. They talked about the things they thought were important, like taking care of family members and working hard. These are values that your grandmother and I have always thought were important, too.
What was your job?
I became a lawyer when I was 27 years old. A lawyer is a person who works to make sure that people are treated fairly by the law. I believed then that everyone should be treated fairly, and I still have that same belief now.
What are some of your favorite memories, Grandpop?
I remember the day that your dad was born. Your grandmother and I were so happy. And, of course, another wonderful memory is when you were born. You were our first grandchild. Your parents named you Stella because your grandmother's name is Stella. By giving you the same name, they were showing love, respect, and honor for Grandma. Naming children after their grandparents is a tradition in our family. I'm named after my grandfather, and your father is named after his grandfather.
Thank you, Grandpop, for letting me ask you all these questions. Can I interview you again sometime?
You can interview me whenever you'd like, Stella. You're very good at it. Maybe someday you'll be a writer.
Grandpop's birthday was coming up, so I used what I had found out about him to make him a special present, a scrapbook. I made a line inside the scrapbook that showed when the things in his life happened. A line like that is called a timeline. Then I added pictures, letters, and other things that my parents had collected. I couldn't wait for everyone at the birthday party to see all the things that had happened in Grandpop's life. When I gave Grandpop the scrapbook, he told me it was the best present anyone had ever given him. I can't wait for our next interview.